Yo, what is up, YouTube? This your boy JoJo Gaming, coming at y'all with my 64th place YCS Day 2 deck profile. Was playing invoked Mech Knight Sky Strikers. Yeah, it sucks that you needed to be in the top 32, but I mean, my last game I played against one of the best players, so it's like, you know, it's good for me to get that experience. So now I know what it takes to get there now. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the profile. I played three Alistair the Invokers. He is the MVP of the deck. Summon him, you get invocation, and it's like you just pop off depending on what attributes your opponent have in the graveyard. That's what you can make out of your extra deck. I played three Magical Meltdowns. This card is absolutely busted. You know, I played against a player who had Prankatops on the field. They let my invocation resolve. So I just banished Alistair and my fusion monster to make out Guides popping his Prankatops, and he couldn't respond to it, and I proceeded to the OTK. So my matchups was pretty weird also. Game 1, I beat Sky Striker. Game 2, I lost to Sky Striker. Game 3, a Madoche player did something slick, and it changed the aspect of how my board was in position to his board on terms of map. Then I played against a Prank Kids player. I beat them. Then I lost to another striker player, which made me kind of upset because I felt like I had that win. But I felt like, you know, I need to just start asking people what certain things do type stuff, because I'm playing the same deck. And I be forgetting what Sky Strikers do sometime also. I be forgetting the little restrictions. Like Shizuku say, you can't add the same Sky Striker spell card. But I feel like people been doing that to me, but it's cool. I play two invocations. And this card is not once per turn. Somebody thought it was, but because I activated two, he said I couldn't do that. But I was like, yeah, this card not once per turn. And I played a one Book of Law. Book of Law came into clutch a lot of times, actually. Mech Knight package. You're going to see all the Mech Knight cards I play. I got them in order. So these are the Invoke cards I play. These are all the Mech Knight cards I play. I play two purple. He pretty good. Target himself, banish himself, add a Mech Knight. I be baiting out a lot of, you know, negations with this. People forgetting, I make them waste a negation just for on their turn, I can still activate this effect. So I use the effect, somebody impermed it, I'm cool. His turn come, activate effect again, and he had to drop a Widow Anchor. So I'm like, that's even better for me. I play the two Mech Knight Blue Skies, did searches for purple or other Mech Knights that I play in this deck. I play a very low count. I only play two, and the one Indigo Eclipse. He's shifty boy. He go in any zone. He is pretty good with this card. World Legacy Secrets. Not too many people know what this card do. I flip it and I say full effect, targeting Indigo Eclipse. They'll let it go through. After they activated something like Access Code, I summon him in the same zone as Access Code. Access Code effects will be negated, and that means he'll be back at 23. I played two Widow Anchor. This is the Sky Striker package. Two Widow Anchor. Everybody know what Widow Anchor do. Played two Shark Cannons. This actually came in clutch against a player, a Phantom Knight player. So I made Percatrio right here, and I had this in hand. And Percatrio was big enough to hit over his Dragoon that was at 4K and OTK him. He tried the Fog Blade to summon Break Sword with Rusty Point at, and I Shark Cannon banished it. And I proceeded to the OTK. Played a one Engage. I knew this card was coming back. So busted. I played one Afterburners, one Jamming Waves, and one Hornet Drones. This card is a one card access code talker, man. That is pretty insane, man. Kaiju package. I played a one Ghidorah, one Kumongous, and one Gamma Seal, the Sea Turtle Kaiju, as well as the Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Kaiju Slumber was real good against Sky Striker also because if you get rid of their main monster zone, their extra monster zone, and make them have their monsters in the main monster zone, it shuts off their Sky Striker cards. The other card that was MVP is Triple Tactics Talent. It helped me get to day 2 actually, because I took his Dragoon. It was a weird, it was a great interaction for me actually, because I slumbered him, he didn't Dragoon negate it, and I had a Kaiju in hand with Twin Twisters and the Alistair. So I normally saw my Alistair use the fact he chained Fog Blade, I chained Twin Twisters, pitched the Kaiju to try to pop the Fog Blade, chained Dragoon and negate it, dropped Triple Tactics Talent, took his Dragoon, popped his Rusty, and popped his Anaconda and just attacked him for game. I played 3 Ash Blossoms. These are the hand trap lineups. So 3 Ash, it checks every deck in the meta to me. 3 Ghost Build, which is pretty good in this format also. I thought I was going to bump into Drytrons. I did not bump into Drytrons, like literally. No Drytrons or no Tri-Brigades. And last to top it off is 3 Infinite Impermanents. Okay, we're going to go to the extra deck. I played the 1 Artemis, the 1 Sky Striker Ace Kagari, and the 1 Shizuku. These are the only Link 1s that I play. Link 2s, Nightmare Phoenix, Hida, Alistair the Invoker of Madness, and the Mech Knight Morningstar. Some people don't be knowing Mech Knight Morningstar say, you can't beat me by battle if you're in a different zone now, buddy. You gotta be facing me, man. So there's a lot of people that's been trying to run him over. I'm like, yeah, he don't get destroyed. Why? Because I say that's just a fact. You can't be destroyed if you're in a different zone. If you was in the same zone, then yeah, you'd be destroyed. My Link 3s, Celine, and the Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. Blackluster Soldier of Chaos is busted against Sky Striker. It's hard for them to get over it, especially when I got my setup. Link 4, Access Code Talk. Fusions. I played the 1 Invoke Algides, the 1 Invoke Purgatrio, and the 2 Invoke Macabre. It's the only Invoke lineup you need, I feel like, because this deck is like literally designed to OTK. And the 1 Dengirsu, he helps me get over problems also. He helped me get over a Grand Manju to swing for game. That's another deck I played against, Grand Manju. It went to a 3 because he embarrassed me game 1, and I took advantage of his summon limit. It hurted him more than me, and I was just able to like overwhelm him game 2. We had to go to game 3. It was a rough game 3 for him. I had everything to negate stuff. So going to the side deck, I played the 2 Typhoons for these Imperial Order playing people. People like to play Imperial Order. Imperial Order hurt this deck, so I got the Typhoon to put that in check. Play the 2 Twin Twisters. Now, that's it for the spells and traps. I played the 2 Nibiru. Nibiru playing it at 2 is better than playing it at 3. I've been seeing them a lot. Now, like I said, I thought I was playing against Drytron, so Cycle Reader was for Drytron. But it actually helped against Eldritch also. The zombie player was pretty pissed that I used this card twice on him to get rid of his Golden Lords. He did not like that. 3 Droll and Lockbird. Only played Droll just in case if I bump into a Pendulum matchup, which I didn't. But Droll is still a card that hurt Drytrons and other decks to keep them in check, just in case of people playing the Dragon Link still. And last but not least, 3 Lancia. Lancia also is pretty good for the Tri-Brigade matchup and every other deck that got a banish. Like the Phantom Knight player. Phantom Knights, they had to banish. I used Lancia. He ain't pop off like how he was supposed to pop off. But that's it for the deck list. I want to have a shout out for my team BIA. I want to also shout out my homie, well, he's not my homie, he's my cousin, but he's still my homie too. Brandon McMasters for letting me borrow certain cards for my deck to be complete for this event. And I also want to thank him for being a mentor to me and telling me about certain interactions, because if I didn't know about certain interactions, I wouldn't be able to exceed my game. So thank y'all for the profile. Thank y'all for y'all time to view this profile. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you like about the deck. Tell me what you don't like about the deck. And if y'all want to, y'all can donate to the channel. Y'all can always help my channel get better. I'm still new at this. Need to learn how to edit and put my music on here, you know. But thank y'all for y'all time. Bye-bye.